Good evening and welcome to the Star Chamber Show live podcast, episode number 498, just two away from the big 500 milestone that will be coming on February the 18th. So, big show coming up then, but a big show coming up tonight. We have not just one, but two fantastic guests that are going to be joining us this evening. And yes, joining me tonight in the co-hosting chair, not too far away from me, where I am right now, is the loquacious, the vivacious, and the audacious Holly Phillippe. But you know Holly, she's running just a couple minutes behind, and she will be joining us in just a moment. And thank you to those of you tuning in for the first time tonight. Of course, this is the official podcast of the Imaginarium Convention, so we always like to keep you up to date on the latest editions and all the goings on of Imaginarium. So, and then we, of course, recognize the folks that brought you tonight's show, then the guest segment, and yes, double trouble tonight, dynamic duo, however you would like to term it. And looks like Holly is making it in time before I get to the updates. Hey, Holly.
Ha! I am here.
I'm surprised. This is awesome. You're here.
I am.
I'm glad. Yeah, I thought I was going to be doing my usual and giving everybody the early updates, and you'll be joining us.
I tricked you.
Here. Yes, you did. Here on a yet another icy evening here in Lexington.
Yeah, we're in a winter wonderland. As the great John Palisano said earlier, I'm just going to have to buy a pair of skates to get around. And I said, you are correct.
We have a cul-de-sac, and it has been an ice skating rink.
Not been touched in a week and a half.
Yeah, literally an ice skating rink. You could actually, I mean,
the kids have not went to school in Lexington since the snowstorm because the roads are impassable. You can't drive on these. Nope. Our back roads to get to anywhere. I had a doctor appointment on Friday we had to go to.
That was fun. That was great. And we went over to Chad Elliott, Chad Elliott, who's been a guest on the show, and then of course he's a guest at Imaginarium, great author and friend of ours. So we had to go chisel his car out. His car was literally trapped in the ice in the back of his apartment complex, and
it took three of us and two metal shovels.
Yeah, we had to chisel him out,
and a lot of muscle to get him out of there.
That was, fun.
It's insane. I have never seen anything like this. It is insane.
It is insane indeed. But tonight we hope you're all warm and looking forward to some temperatures going up, supposedly in our area next week, they say. But I'll believe it when I see it. But we got a great group coming into the chat room tonight. It looks like a very active. We want to give a shout out to some of you. It looks like I know early on I saw a new listener, because I haven't seen you before, Jokin, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. Welcome. And it looks like Amanda, Amy Lee McCorkle, and Carol Preflattish, and DL Hearn. Of course, Vamp Chat with Dan and Eva. Yes, that's Dan Klefstad and Eva Vertreese in the chat room. And yes, great to see all of you. And it's been such a busy day. We just concluded, that's one of our updates, we just concluded the deadline on nominations for the Imadjinn Awards. And let me tell you, we had far more nominations even than we did last year, which was a record year. And we got a ton of nominations. So everybody's working hard behind the scenes, and the committee's doing evaluations right now, and it's underway, and hopefully it won't be too long before we get to announce finalists. But yes, it's definitely a busy time, and we had a full day today. It was quite hopping. So, but we do have some other additions to tell you about. Not a huge number, but we did add one new panelist, K.L. Bone, who is a really, really outstanding author, a USA Today bestselling author of dark fantasy and paranormal romance, and is also an award winner. Yes, and KL is going to be returning to us for the first time in a couple of years. So welcome back, KL, who's who's going to be a great panelist at Imaginarium this year. And then we also had 5 new panels added to our programming, and they are some really good ones. One is crafting songs for story and stage, and so this one is all about songwriting from a writer's perspective. So yes, this is about writing songs, for every kind of property, for musical scores and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a really cool panel for those of you that are interested in the musical side of things and song lyrics and songwriting. And then we also had a panel on crafting stories for the next generation, and as that implies, that is for picture books, middle grade, and YA, and crafting storytelling for younger audiences. We have a panel on the art of illustrating literature. And yes, yeah, that's going to be a good one. It's going to bring together illustrators, authors, and designers for that discussion. And then we have the mechanics of faith. The mechanics of faith, understanding the difference between theology, ritual, and culture. And that's going to be, I think that's going to be a killer panel. And then we also have the SF ethics of the future, and SF being science fiction. And so, yes, it's all about how to handle the dark side of progress and writing about dystopias versus utopias, or solar punk, which are, on the more optimistic end of the spectrum there. But yeah, 5 new panels Holly was able to make official, and they are up on the board. Up on the board. But yeah,
yes.
the theme of the hour though is definitely the Imadjinns, because yeah, we got
Lord
a lot of them.
have mercy. we got a lot of them.
So hang on tight.
So hang on tight, guys. It's going to take a few few here. Next week we will start sending out emails. So if you don't get yours right away, don't be biting your nails and thinking, "Oh, I ain't going to get one at all." Just be patient. Hopefully, you'll get one by the end of next week.
If you're an announced finalist,
if you
are a finalist, I just want to just add
if
that.
you are a finalist, you should be getting an email by the end of next week.
Yes. And let's see here. We've also got what else? Do we have any other updates that are? I know you are adding a couple of things, and we'll get those announced publicly. I know you had some workshops coming up there, but is there anything else that you have going on, Holly, before we go onward?
You could go ahead and announce RINS. People are familiar with it, and it's very popular, and she wanted me to bring it back. If you want to go ahead and tell them about the Build Out Your Book.
The Build Out Your Book. Give me just a second. I will call that up, because I didn't know if you were ready for me to announce that.
Yeah, go ahead, because it's one she's done in the past, and it's highly sought after, and everybody's always asking, is Rin going to do the Build Out Your Book? Yes, she is.
Well, invent new creative ways to market your book using alternative approaches to social involvement, conceptualizing and creating unique promotional materials that your readers will love. And it involves worksheets. Attendees will all receive thank you gifts. And of course, it's led by author, illustrator, designer, editor, publisher extraordinaire Anna Maria Salvaggio, also known as Renmillion, who has 4 decades of experience. And the 1-hour workshop is followed up with an optional 1-hour hands-on group brainstorming session. So yeah, it's been a popular one. So yeah, that's one of those that we bring back. And it looks like, you have one more thing here, Holly. Can I mention it?
Go for it. You get a sneak peek, everyone.
Yeah, we have some interesting paranormal guests coming in, and yes, you get a sneak peek at this one. Christopher J. Brown, one of our spotlighted guests, is going to be doing Beyond the Veil, a mediumship gallery. And so, yeah, this is what it says. He's going to actually be demonstrating some of that in the main stage Turfway Ballroom. So, yes, it's going to be an interesting thing. Get to see and talk with an actual medium, and he's very, very cool guest, and I'm really looking forward to having him there. So those of you that kind of like the paranormal, check it out. That's going to be a cool one. But we'll go over, and Holly, if you don't have any more updates, we're going to roll right into
Let's
the
go.
folks that brought you tonight's show, and that would be Sandy Lender, the genre blender, who is hopefully having safe travels. So she's traveling for her work business right now, and definitely hope Sandy's doing well. Maybe catching the show tonight, and of course the fine folks at Per Bostet Publications, and then also we want to give you a little word from Lynn Tincher on the Pen Crafters Mentorship Program. So first, I'll give you a little bit from Lynn, then we'll go to Sandy, and then finish out with Per Bostet.
Writers, this is your sign. Pen Crafters is a 7-week mentorship program from the Ground Up Books that connects you directly with published authors and industry professionals who help you strengthen your writing, finish your book, and move toward publication with confidence. Seats are extremely limited and enrollment is open now. Do not wait for someday. Go to FromTheGroundUpBooks.com, search for Pen Crafters, and apply today. Your story is ready. Let's get it written.
And thank you to Lynn. I am one of the mentors that is involved in this program, and it's a killer one. And yes, it starts very soon in March, so definitely check it out and sign up because it's a lot of good folks involved. And I think one of them, Dan Klefstad, may be lurking about tonight and here on the show. So, and now here's a bit from Sandy Lender.
Did you know that fantasy author Sandy Lender offers more than epic fantasy novels for your escapist tendencies? Oh, my friends, Sandy's imagination can take you to all kinds of crazy or satirically vampiric or horrifying places. She even has soothing poetry to ease you through periods of grief. Visit AuthorSandyLender.com to choose the exact adventure you need today.
Thank you very much, Sandy. Yeah, definitely an outstanding author. Highly, highly recommend. And now to Per Bostet. Per Bostet Publications is a small press based in the Louisville metro area, specializing in speculative fiction and other outside-the-box books. With 40 titles in print and ebook formats and a handful of audiobooks, Per Bostet offers a little bit of everything. Check out Frenemies in Space, Marian Allen's new science fiction short story collection featuring return character Smartmouth Connie Phelan. Or try Michael Dabney's latest David Blaze Mystery, a deadly game, a prequel set in 1984 Philly. You can find these titles and more at perbostetpublications.com, at Amazon, or you can find the press in person at Kentucky and Indiana book fairs and conventions. Per Bostet Publications, where timeless tales unfold. Shout out to Sarah Marian Allen and T. Lee Harris, the literary triumvirate. So, yes, Holly, we are actually 2 minutes ahead. Isn't that awesome? On the guest segment. And the guests are actually on deck and waiting, and I see them, and this is good. This is a good sign. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll, and we'll get a little bonus time with them tonight. We're going to go ahead and do the guest segment, and I'm going to announce both of them, and then I will unmute them, unleash them, unchain them, unfurl them, whatever you would like to deem it. But yes, this is going to be fun. So joining us tonight for the first time on the Star Chamber Show is a speculative fiction author who is currently working on his debut novel, an Appalachian folk horror called Scratch. And joining him tonight, also in the guest chairs, is a multi-genre author whose debut novel, The Book of Rose, won the Imadjinn Award for Best Young Adult Novel in 2024.
Yes,
and he has been a very popular guest at the Imaginarium convention. So
part of the family.
It's part of the family, yes. And so welcoming aboard tonight to the Star Chamber Show, not one but two guests, Logan Stovall and KB Carlisle. And we're going to get your mics unmuted and unchain you and free you.
Yay!
Are you guys ready for this?
Hell yes! Hell yes! I've been ready all day. I've been thinking about it.
Yes, looking forward to it. Great to have you guys.
I don't know this KB Carlisle guy. If he's an award-winning author, I guess I got to meet him one of these days.
Yeah. I guess I'm alright for a white guy.
He's a pretty cool dude. I've met him a few times. Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
Oh no, you got to keep
first of all, I have to hear about the deer. Please enlighten us. I can't wait. You're going to have to tell me about this damn deer that we were in the chat room. For you listeners out there that can't read the chat, we were discussing, what could go wrong? Appalachian magic, mediumship. What can go? And then a deer was brought up. So I must hear about this deer.
All right,
Lord.
so a little backstory real quick. Logan and I started our short story adventure together. We were both published in the same anthology. And he shot me this deer story to check out, and my wife read it. And she still has nightmares to this day. And that's been since like July or August, I think, maybe. And then I'll let Logan tell you about his story. I just had to share that funny story because she's in the chat.
Yeah, one of the greatest compliments I've ever received from anything I've ever done is, "Hey, you gave my wife nightmares." I was like, "Oh, tell me more."
This is what I aim to do.
Yeah, it's now a phobia. That's amazing. I take so much pride in that. By the way, so Deer in the Headlights, and I actually submitted it to the Imadjinn Awards. Just an FYI, so it's out there. It is my debut into publication, and the idea stemmed. It's actually a funny story how that story came about. It started as an idea for a Werewolf the Apocalypse game.
Cool.
And then a friend of ours who was the editor for the I just had an absolute brain fart. Sorry, it has been a day. By day, I work for a credit union, so I've been putting up with very angry people all day.
Well, we're not angry, so
we're not angry. Yeah,
we are not angry people.
Surprise, not surprise. When people's finances are in jeopardy, they tend to get mad. But
I can understand.
What started as a story, like I said, it was just trying to put something together for my Werewolf the Apocalypse group that I run like every other Friday. Turned into this story that developed for the Bayonet books, Chaos Theory, Biological Bedlam, which is kind of the whole Jurassic Park thing of like genetic tampering gone wrong, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And hailing from East Tennessee, specifically the Chattanooga area, and having spent a lot of time like in the Smokies, we all know like TVA, Oak Ridge, nuclear history. There's all sorts of it through Tennessee. So that's where Deer in the Headlights came from. But let's just put it this way. It is a nuclear monster creature feature with a very, very, very messed up deer.
Very cool. Very cool. So that's so give us a little information on where you can pick up the anthology, and also if you would mention the editor too on it.
Yeah, the editor is Jesse James Fain. He's a good friend of mine, definitely a good friend of KB. And the anthology Bayonet books, Chaos Theory, Biological Bedlam, and their anthology lineup is just great to begin with. Like War Hamster, the Dragon Stories. I'm trying to think of the next one that's coming out. I think it's Necro Hamster. They're a little bit more family friendly. You can find those at Amazon. I don't know where else you can see. Like, I'd say Amazon and pretty much where
Amazon. Goodreads, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Did I hear that right? Necro Hamster?
Necro Hamster,
yeah.
That's awesome.
That's going to be the next one coming out, I think.
Oh my God, that sounds awesome.
So now she's going to be scarred from deer and hamsters.
So after we read the story, fall hit, and there was this baby pine tree around a really sharp curve by our house. And coming from town, it looked like a deer standing on its back legs in the dark. And after about 10 times passing this thing, my wife made me pull over and break the tree down because she didn't like driving past it at night on the way home.
Well, I know Holly understands that because she has a great story in Indiana of driving home late one night where she actually encountered a scene at night of a big stag that was standing in the middle of a perfect
Yes.
circle of deer that were all around it. I mean, a perfect circle with a
Bizarre.
stag standing at the center.
My son was with me, and my son is like, he was like probably about 18, 19. He's 30, now, but he was like, Mother, are you seeing this? We were coming up on the field there by our house because we lived out in Boonville, Indiana, southern Indiana. And I said, what the hell? And so I like slow down real slow. And then I finally stopped. And me and him are just looking at this. I didn't have a smartphone then. I'm old. So I didn't have a smartphone then or nothing. And we are in just disbelief. I wish I could have recorded it or had, but I mean, me and him are just sitting there and just total disbelief. This big, huge stag. I mean, he had to be at least an 8 to 10 pointer, huge stag. And all these does were just around him. And Noah's like, my son, he's like, it's a ritual. He's like the god of the field. It's a ritual. And I'm like, what the hell? They're like giving him, gifts and yeah, and things. I said, what is going on here? It honored him or something. It was weird. I've only ever seen it once, and I mean, I lived out there for a long time,
You see,
decades, and I've
here,
never seen nothing like that.
Down here, if we see something like that, no, we didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
I had one it was about 2006, I think. I was going down a dirt road, middle of the night, and this doe jumped out of the woods, and I hit her. I was driving a '97 Thunderbird, and I hit her, and the road was really narrow, so I was like, "Shit! Now I got to drag this deer out the road."
Right.
Got out my car to move it. It stood up, and it just stared at me, and one of its ears was missing.
Oh.
And then it just kind of trotted off into the woods again, and
wow.
I get back in my car. I'm like, okay, that was something, I guess. My car's not messed up. The deer's alive. It's cool. And it's the middle of summer, so I got my windows down. And then from my passenger side in the woods, this huge buck comes charging out of the woods and just rams the side of my car and starts like attacking my passenger door. And I was like, nope, that Thunderbird went all kind of fishtailing down the dirt road. And then when I got home, the new episode of Family Guy was on, and I pulled in the driveway and I found the deer's ear in my headlight.
Ew.
So I like pulled it out, and I was going to go inside and show my mom and everybody because I was staying with them at the time. Right. And walk in, and Stewie's on Family Guy with his ear missing, talking about, "Hey Brian, did you forget somebody at the party? Somebody that had to walk home? Turns out there's a lot of hungry deer out tonight." And I was like, oh no.
Oh my
God. Oh, it's that mountain magic. Oh,
we know that well in our state too. Yeah.
Oh, that's some creepy shit. Yeah, I'd have stayed off the road for a while.
Yep.
It was the main path between mine and Jody's house, so I took it quite often. That was back when we first, met each other.
Well, yeah.
Young and that's what it does to you.
But I had a different story in that anthology that's really hard to explain without spoilers. But
Harmony is the GOAT. I'm sorry.
I was talking about it with Moon right before the show, actually, that just his passion for horror kind of inspired me to try to write something. And then, Logan writes horror too, so I was bouncing ideas off of him for this anthology because I never, I'm a young adult author, and I never written anything like that before. So I just wrote this story about this guy who had a disease where it made it really, really painful for him to walk. And then this, doctor comes out of nowhere offering to fix him with just a shot, like no invasive surgery, no side effects, no money. And he just, wants to heal people, and it's like rewrites his genetics to fix his disease. And then his girlfriend finds out about it, and she thinks he's, full of shit. And he's like, "Look, I'll take you to him." And she can't see, like she can see, but it's only like shapes and colors and stuff like that.
Right.
So she takes him there, the doctor fixes her too. They become part of this big, success story, number 565 and 566. And they enter this community called Harmony for all the doctor's success stories. And, it just takes several dark turns from there.
Let's just put it this way.
It always does, doesn't it? Yes, it always does. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. But, there's always going to be those people that are going to want to try this, right? So that's,
Right.
It's
that's
nothing
where
but
these stories, resonate.
Yeah. It's nothing but genetic Faustian bargains, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the same. I don't know if you've ever seen it. If you haven't, you guys are young, but if you're younger than me, but if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. It's Repo the Genetic Opera.
Oh, yes, I have. I was forced to watch it, and I actually enjoyed it.
Oh my God. No, it's like the goat, as you would say, of like horror, opera, right? It's phenomenal. But it's all about genetic, mutation. If you can buy yourself a new face without wrinkles, you can, but there's a price to pay. And if you don't pay it, they're going to repo it,
Part of that soundtrack was on my Spotify top 10 playlist.
Hell yeah.
Back when I had Spotify.
Oh my God. Yes, I still listen to it quite often. I love that soundtrack. Love it.
Yep.
Phenomenal.
No, we don't talk about the goth ears.
Oh, honey, my little black heart is never going to die. I'm what you call a geriatric goth. Me and Jason William Allen. Jason last year, my knees blew out on me at Imaginarium. I was walking with a cane. I had braces. And I was trying to headbang Jason William Allen's concert.
I was at the show. I seen it.
You've seen it, And so I scoot the chair up there to the stage and and Jay gets done and he comes down and he hugs me and he says, "You know what we are now?" And I said, "What, honey?" And he said, "We're geriatric goths." I said, "Hell yeah, we are."
I'm pretty sure a group of y'all wound up on the floor in front of the stage at the end, right?
That's correct.
Some of them did, but my ass couldn't get on the floor because I wouldn't have got up.
Yeah, the rest were there. Yeah,
the rest of them were around the floor around me because my ass was sitting in a chair. Because homie wasn't getting up, and nobody's going to get an Amazon, a 6'1" Amazon off the floor. It's not happening.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I stayed in a chair.
I was a bit limited too. I was having to use a cane too that weekend because of the injury, thanks to cats that I incurred right before leaving for Imaginarium.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a skirmish as we was loading up to leave for Louisville. So and we're like an hour, 20 minutes away from Louisville. A lot of people think we live there. We do not. We live in Lexington. We're like 10 minutes from Rupp Arena. We're in Lexington. But our backyard, you'll be happy to know, is a wilderness and like a habitat because I'm like Snow White, right?
Yeah,
the
we're the refuge.
Snow White.
We're the sanctuary for the animals all around.
I have animals because I don't cut anything, and we have the wild yard and drive the neighbors crazy, and I love it.
Yeah,
we have the yard that nobody can make it down the driveway, so we don't get visitors, and we love it that way.
Yes. There you go. That's what I like.
But when it actually snowed last weekend, we were stuck here until further notice. So gotta take the bad with the good.
Listen, that snow threw a monkey wrench into all of my plans, and I'm still bitter about it.
Honey, we are still stuck. We can't even get in our drive. We are parked on a sidewalk, and our whole cul-de-sac and the roads out to the main roads are nothing but 5 inches of concrete now, ice. It's just concrete. There is no amount of shoveling.
Ice packed together.
There's no amount of scraping that's going to solve this, and people are losing their shit here. They are losing their
during
mind.
the first weekend of that big snowstorm that wiped across, the southeast. I guess the whole East Coast. I don't know. It was 60 to 70 degrees in our part of South Carolina, and then the second weekend, it was like, "Nah, we're not leaving y'all out again." And I walked outside and I was like, oh, we're doing this weekend. All right. So I had to drive my wife to work and sit in the parking lot for 8 to 10 hours at a time for 2 or 3 days in a row. and we were coming home and saw like cars flipped over in the ditch with their hazards on, and
it's unreal.
I was like, South Carolina, we're not prepared for this.
Listen,
No,
it
you
only gets
guys are
cold for
not
like 2
used to
weeks.
I crashed in
and
somebody's
usually
basement so I could get to work for that entire week.
well, yeah, there you go.
I got a lot of writing done.
Well, hey, there's the positive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. It's crazy. This is the worst we've ever seen it here. We should be much more prepared. Being in the northern part, middle of the state, we should be much more prepared. Even Louisville is better than us right now. Frankfurt's better, and boy, people are not happy right now.
I saw
There's
a thing
going
where
to
it
be a
was hotter in
riot on
Alaska
ice
than it was
skates.
in Florida.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple of days where it was hotter in Alaska than it was in Florida, and I was like, Florida must be going through it, man.
It's like
They are.
I just talked to a friend of mine who's down in Miami at one of the nuclear power plants down there because there's an outage, and I think he's an RP tech or something. And he said it's 30 degrees in Miami right now. I was like, you've got to be kidding me, dude.
Yeah. The iguanas are falling out of the trees everywhere.
Sandy confirmed it for me. Sandy Lender confirmed for me that yes, the iguanas were falling from the trees.
They are, and they're collecting them. And I didn't like this, but I get it. They're invasive, but they're collecting them now and telling people they can bring them to like the animal control places because they're euthanizing a lot of them humanely, and then the rest are finding homes. But I'm like, how do you euthanize humanely? You're killing the poor things. It ain't their fault it got cold.
I saw somebody was using them for like meat to put on pizza, and I'm like, pineapple and ham on pizza is one thing. I draw the line at iguana.
Nah.
Yeah, pizza's one of my favorite things of all time, and I won't go there.
Nah. No, I don't want any I'm not eating any reptile. Although I do have to say that growing up, we did eat turtle.
I've had gator.
Gator's good.
Gator, and I've had turtle. Yeah,
I've had gator, turtle, and snake, and they were all pretty good.
I don't want nothing to do with no damn snake. I don't care if it's. I don't care if I'm starving to death. I ain't eating no damn snake because I don't want to round them. I don't want to look at them, and I sure ain't going to eat them. I have a phobia.
So that's what I got to write about to get you to having nightmares. Okay, that's easy.
Oh yeah. I see one on TV. I'm done. I'll holler and turn my head, and Steve's like, "I'll tell you when it's over. I'll tell you when it's over, honey."
I have to keep watch on those scenes.
Yeah, and my daughter has 3 of the stupid things in her house, and she always told me growing up, she's like, "You just wait, mother. I'm going to have a bunch of snakes in my house so you won't visit." And she does.
She does.
She does.
Yeah, I can confirm that.
So, Logan, we have got to know, where does Logan hail from? What decided you to, what was your decision to start writing? What
get into this crazy business?
What gave you that idea? What gave you that fire to, I'm going to start writing? Was it KB, or did he inspire you, or what was it there?
So, to answer the first question, I am one of the admittedly few natives left to the East Tennessee area. It seems like every day there's less and less of us around, and more people come from California. Damn it. But yeah, my family's from predominantly East Tennessee and North Georgia, all Appalachian mountains. So I come by it naturally, like the Cleveland, Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee area. This is that's where I call home.
Nice.
And if anybody questions the pedigree, my grandfather came from Copper Hill. So if you know where that's at, I'm like 15, like where I'm at right now is 15 minutes outside the Cherokee National Forest. So I've got the roots of these mountains just right outside. As far as where did the desire to jump into being an author came from, so I grew up on a steady diet of my dad's stepdad and his collection of Golden Age comic books. So things like classic X-Men, New Mutants. They were big Trekkies, so I grew up on Trekkie. My dad was a big Star Wars fan.
Oh, yeah.
My grandfather was also a big fan of books like Anne McCaffrey's Dragon Riders of Pern. So
Oh yeah.
From a young age, grew up with a lot of literature, a lot of stories. I don't remember where the bug bit, but I just started writing stuff. I remember my horrible attempts at storytelling when I was in elementary school, which still, even back then, wouldn't like class awards. But look back at it now, I was like, oh my god, that's terrible. What was I thinking? But
got to start somewhere.
Yeah, right. So like, it was always something I thought about. Then high school, graduate from high school and kind of just went into the workforce because I had no idea what I wanted to do for college. I was not one of those like lucky kids who got a sports scholarship or went into the military and got school paid for. So at 21, so what is that? At 2015, 11 years ago now, I almost lost my left arm due to a work injury.
Good grief.
And was out of commission for about 6 months. And I found Brandon Sanderson was teaching like classes at BYU, like a master's course on creative writing, filmed them and put them up on his YouTube channel for free. So I had 6 months of like lockdown and nothing to do. So I just sat down with a pen and a notebook and took notes and watched a master's level creative writing course for free.
There you go.
And then 10 years later, got into to the Bayonet Books anthology, and my first story was published. First submission, by the way, first actual submission got accepted. So
nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That is
well,
awesome.
that shows that you definitely had commitment because you honed your craft.
Mm-hmm.
It took definitely 10 years of honest work, but
yeah, well, that's it. The more you do it, the better you get, and the more you get under your belt. That's why I always say I'm a closet writer, because I've yet to be officially published, but I'm an editor. I'm a publisher. I help with the Imaginarium. I'm the program director and co-director, and so I mean I wrote for since I was young. But I'm glad you took that step and a leap and got published. That's fantastic.
But it also helps when you have someone like KB, who we met. Was it 2 years? No, it was. I guess it technically was 2 years ago, because Mirthquake started up, and we met through that community. And then we met face to face last year at LibertyCon, which is my third LibertyCon, which is a fantastic literary convention in my backyard in Chattanooga.
Which I don't know how we didn't meet in your previous years, because we were both there all over the freaking place.
Bro,
that's weird.
We passed each other so many times over the past like 2 years before meeting last year. I just don't see how it, I never made contact with any of you, but David did Mirthquake, and it's all kind of just water under the bridge from there.
Yeah.
So this will be my 4th year. This is my first year as an attending guest. Like
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
I'll be in as a professional this year. Super excited about that, because now I get to actually act like I know what I'm doing.
Do any of us really know what we're doing?
No idea. We're just making up as we go along. We it's all just a rough draft. We can edit it later.
That's right. Just get it on the paper.
See, my first couple of years at LibertyCon, I was there and like too scared to talk to a lot of people. You know what I mean? Because I had been writing my entire life, but I was like, all these cool authors, I don't know what to say to them. And then now when I go to conventions, I can't even get checked in before I have 3 people like, are you here yet? Are you here yet?
Oh yeah, an Imaginarium, everybody's like, KB,
Yeah, now you're like Mr. Popular up here.
Yeah, you're Mr. Popular.
Oh no, I was waiting in line at LibertyCon last year, and David smacked me in the back with his suitcase, and then Hillbilly came and pulled me out of line, and somebody else got to me, and then by the 3rd time I was in line, I realized that I left my wallet in the car, so I had to go all the way back to the parking garage, and it took me like 3 hours to get checked into LibertyCon.
Bro, I got to the con center way too fucking early. And I was just sitting in the lobby waiting on everybody to show up, and I just remember seeing you and Jody just stumbling. I was like, "Hey, KB!"
Oh, good
Hey,
times,
I
good
know
times.
you. Yeah.
I'm gonna get him to to Imaginarium this year. Hopefully, we gotta hope that his new job
Yes.
will let him get the time off.
Oh, you will be in for a wild
Fingers
surprise.
crossed. Yeah,
I was gonna say I can get the time off. Like I was waiting till tonight, but more than likely I need to put in for the application. But yeah, my plan is to get out there this year.
Yes, get it
Oh
in
yeah,
because
I haven't bought my
have fun.
tickets yet, but tax money's coming soon,
I
so
saw
I will
that.
be there.
No, I was really just waiting on more or less going full time at the credit union and getting the extra hours. I think I get it hasn't checked or kicked in, but I've got like a full week now of time off. So I was like, okay, cool. Now I can get the time off for LibertyCon for certain, and I can get the time off for Imaginarium like without an issue. So, and I've got somebody who's going to be splitting a hotel with me, so it's not going to be that expensive.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. Well, that's good news. That's a scoop. I didn't know that was going to happen. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
You just ain't going to know what to do. There's so much to do. It's hard to choose where to go, when.
I say, don't follow me because I have no plans. I wander, and when it's time for me to go to a panel, my wife taps me on the shoulder, like, "Go here now."
Listen, if it's anything like what happened last LibertyCon on Saturday night, I'm going to be instigating so
we don't
much
talk
trouble.
about that. Okay, listen.
What happens at the con stays at the con.
No, somebody strapped a purple rubber baby bib on me that had one of those little things that catches food at the room parties. And then we went to another party and somebody decided they were going to put like chili or some kind of dip or something in my bib and then scoop it out with their chips. And they were like, "You can't go anywhere until I'm done." And I was like, "Well, this is where the drinks are, so cool, I guess."
Yeah.
I'll just sit right here.
Saturday night, and I'm gonna say this because we're all con attenders, and you guys will get it. So, have you LibertyCon on the 16th floor of the Marriott is the con suite. So it's a proper con suite. Like there's free beer. It's not anything hard. It's just like Angry Orchard and then some local breweries. So we had me and one of the other guys I was with had ran up there because all of us were going to meet up at the con suite and then go hit the room parties because Rack Press had a room party going on. It's like, okay, we're definitely going to go try and make buddy with like Ian and Burke and the entire Rack Press crew because they're dope. If you haven't met them, they're amazing.
Yep.
So downed at least one Angry Orchard. KB, David, Jesse, everybody showed up. It's like, all right, let's go. And you said, let's start at the purple party. So we went to the purple party. And of course, you have to be purpled to get into the purple party. So I ended up with this big, I still have it too, this big lace purple bow like you would put on like a dog or a little like 5-year-old girl. And they strapped, I think it was Jody too. She just strapped it on my lanyard and she's like, here you go, get some to punch.
Nice.
From there, we went to the Rack Press room party, and they're like, "Take whatever you want. There's hard, medium, and soft." And they're like, "Yeah, just pick something." And they had a bottle, an untouched bottle of Sexton Irish whiskey. And I'm like,
nice.
I looked over and like it was Jonna. She's like, "Nah, take it. We don't want to bring it back to Texas." I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
Twist my arm. That bottle was gone in about an hour.
Oh, that's bad choices.
And I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I don't usually drink, but I drink at cons.
I did not realize. I did not realize KB was a lightweight, and I might have encouraged some shenanigans.
I don't have too many memories of that night, but I've heard great stories.
It was a lot of fun.
I've had nights like that. Yeah,
and like I always started the purple party because I was the first. Me and Jody were the first people to show up to the very first purple party ever, and an author named Craig Stanfill hosted it, and it's based on a scene from his first novel called Terms and Conditions or something. It's about AI taking over humanity, basically, and it's like a really advanced version in 1984.
Nice.
But they have one party every year that lasts a week called the Purple Party. To where the people can basically do what they want to. Nobody has to go to work. The AI takes care of everything, and they let them party. Easier to keep them under control. So I'm also the first person that ever bought one of his books at a convention. So like it was, one of my first big LibertyCon moments personally. So I always hit the purple party first, and then I followed Logan, and he was a bad influence.
Yeah,
And then I don't remember the rest of the night.
Logan, we're going to get
remember,
along famously.
well, I mean,
I do remember that Jody said when she had to try to find me, all she did was look for like where the biggest crowd was and go in that room.
Yeah,
admittedly, which you guys stayed longer than I did. I had to take somebody home that night.
Oh, dude, we stayed until people were falling asleep listening to somebody play the guitar.
Now, listen, I encouraged the shenanigans. What you did after I was gone is not my responsibility. But when Ian McMurdy of Rack Press looks at you and says, "Let's do shots of whiskey," you don't say no.
Right.
Nice.
And then when some random dude with a bottle of rum walks up and says, "Do you want to join my cult?" Of course, the proper answer is yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Logan will be tickled with my iconic. And I think I'm going to get some crazy straws this year. People have said they're going to bring me crazy straws because my straws are getting too short. I carry around a pitcher of beer, and I have a straw in it. And I drank several pitchers as the night ensues. I have a high tolerance of alcohol because I have other things going too. But yes, my iconic, I don't need a glass because why do I want to keep going back and have to fill up? Just give me a pitcher and a straw. I'm good. I have sit and done panels with that pitcher of beer. I have
and confirm. Evening panels, just so everybody's clear. Evening panels.
It's not nearly as bad as I think.
Yes, all evening. This is the evening. Yeah. Festivities.
I think Hillbilly, it was either last year or the year before, they sat down for the Three Ravens panel and somebody brought in a bottle of whiskey and they had that done before the panel was over.
Oh, I do. Yeah, that would be me. That would be something that I would pull. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it's just getting up early. That's why water is your friend.
Nah, that's why you just pack Pedialyte when you're going.
You better believe it. Well, they got little packets now of the liquid IV, and yeah, we have a couple boxes of those handy.
You put that in your mixer, and then you're good.
Yep, that's it. That's exactly it. It's so much fun. So people out there, listeners, if you have not been to a con, go to a con. Go to a fun con. Go to a con.
And this is my advice for anyone who's aspiring. The best thing you can do, definitely go to a con. Plan on networking.
Yep.
If you don't drink, then good luck because BarCon's where it's at. Like all the good networking is BarCon.
Which is why I drink at conventions.
Could sit there. you could sit at the bar though, or be a part of it. You don't have to drink. You could drink near beer, or you could drink Sprite or whatever, and just be a part of it. But yeah, most authors tend to drink, so that's where it's at. That's where you're going to find them, and so join in. Don't be scared, even if you don't drink. You're not a heavy drinker. Just go check out the room parties. Go for the snacks, if nothing else.
Oh yeah, definitely go hang out because that's where I found that a lot of them. Because I'm 31, I'll be 32 next month. A lot of and I'm considered a child when it comes to like breaking into publishing.
I was going to say you are older. You're as old as my little son.
Yeah.
I say, hell, I'm turning 40 next month, and people are still like young man every time they talk to me. I'm like, thank you, I guess.
what I found
take it as a compliment.
It's a compliment.
What I found out is some of these
I earned my white hairs.
Right.
That's right. My God.
Some of these people are just jealous that I got in before they did. Anyway. But no, it's one of those where it's like you gotta kind of like prove your chops. So either you gotta put out a really good story, you gotta show up and do shots with somebody at BarCon, or you gotta do both. If you can do both, you're in.
That's it, because you get to see a side of mentors, you learn about your mentors more after hours, right? Because they've let their hair down. You're seeing their true side, not their, I'm on business type side that they're, all day long, right? You are seeing more of their real personality. They're more laid back, they're relaxed, they don't have to be on in that
Oh,
atmosphere
see,
like a
that
panel.
laid back and relaxed can get you in trouble though, because I let something slip at LibertyCon that
Uh-oh.
night, and I think I made some enemies.
Oh,
But you know how they have that conversation about your first draft is always trash.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Let me tell.
Yeah.
Let me. Yeah, see, Logan knows.
Yep,
Let me
I
tell.
do.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell you a secret about the Book of Rose.
Okay.
I finished the epilogue and didn't even edit it before I sent it to my publisher. The only thing
Wow.
they fixed was punctuation and spelling errors. And then it
Hell
turned around and
yeah.
won the Imadjinn Award. I was like, my first draft won an award, so I don't know what the hell y'all are
Well,
talking about.
Listen, dude.
that's why we are looking over, publication dates and everything from all the entries and all that right now. But that's why we talk about, the Imagines are vetted, because a new author like yourself had just as much of a chance as a New York Times or USA Today best-selling author.
Hey,
You
one
had
of my
just as
things that
much
I
of a chance.
submitted this year came out December 31st of 2025, so it
Well,
like
you made
barely
it
made
then.
the
Oh, you
submission
barely made it.
I mean,
Yep.
guidelines.
hey, I only got one in last year, and I submitted it. So I mean, you've got steep competition, buddy. No,
I no,
Nice. Yeah, I
your
didn't
batting
realize you
average
went
is
in
better
just
than
on
mine. You're
the
batting
cusp of it.
1,000. I sent in I sent in 7 short stories between coming home from Imaginarium and the end of the year last year. And out of those
Wow.
7, 3 have been accepted.
yeah. Well, I mean,
So,
that's great.
yeah, like I said, you got a better batting average than me at least.
1 for 1.
It's like I'm going out undefeated on top. Like,
This is my hill. It might look like a molehill, but I'm dying here.
That's it. Well, what's your advice to newbies out there? Because believe me, we get some Lulu submissions to our press.
Yeah, I can
People
imagine.
wasn't published. I'm like, this ain't even a rough draft. This is supposed to be edited. I'm like, oh, it's rough. So,
Yeah.
what is your advice, both of you? I'll take your takes on getting a good, clean copy to turn into an editor.
well,
Uh,
what I did was, I just pay attention to what my beta readers send back, to what my, editors send back, because I noticed that most of my issues were punctuation, grammar, spelling, simple things. And I make notes of it. And I mean, as long as you can take constructive criticism of your work, even if it's, you need to change the story a little bit, not just punctuation and grammar, like take it with a grain of salt, but always write your story and just try to make it as clean as possible. That's what I do. I sit down and I write. I use the Stephen King method as the closest one. I sit down and I try to write, up to a chapter when I sit down for a good writing session. And then I go back the next day, I read it out loud, I get it as clean as I can, and just try to make it look professional before I send it off. Now, obviously, that's not what I did with Rose because I was really excited, but I learned a lot from Rose. So when
yeah.
they sent that back and there was bleeding red all over every page of that novel, I was like, oh, these are the same mistakes over and over again. Let's not do that anymore.
Well,
So, Logan, what's your response?
My response is carve out, especially if you're starting, carve out at least 1 hour a day of unbridled focus. Get as much words down on the paper as you can. Do that until the draft is done. Put it aside for about 5 days, and then go back to do the edits. You'll be surprised what getting a little bit of time away will reveal when you go back and look at it. You'll either think, okay, this isn't that bad, or you'd be like, oh god, this is an ugly baby.
Did I write this? Let's not tell anybody
Did I
that.
write this? And then find somebody who's going to give you actually genuinely good feedback.
Yeah, you don't need yes man.
I lucked out. I have several very close friends that are very good authors. So if I need feedback, I send it to those people, and they will absolutely murder it.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
That's what you got to have. Yeah.
You need it.
Yep.
If you don't have people who actually understand the craft, and I stress you need people that understand the craft of writing, save up the money and hire an editor like
Yep.
that. I'm going to be doing that whenever I have a submission before I even remotely send that to anything to a publisher. That's
and make sure, I'm going to give you some advice, being a freelance editor. Me and Steve both are. Make sure you align with that editor personality wise, vet them well, because you do not want somebody blowing smoke up your ass. You want somebody that's going to be honest with you, that's going to bust your balls if you need it. That's going to actually do line by line, not just use like Grammarly or Word and say, "Oh, I'm done."
Oh my God.
Yeah, right. It happens,
especially in this. Not to cut you off, but especially in this day and age where you've got a lot of AI based writing tools, they could run you through something to just cut their work time in half, charge you a lot of money for your manuscript, and then you get that back, make the changes, and you send it into a publisher, and it flags as AI, and that will get you blacklisted. So
that's true.
Definitely make sure you know who your editor
That's
is.
It. Make sure that you go through and you talk to people that they've edited for, that you've got references, that you really have to vet these days. And like I said, you have to get somebody that's going to do line by line and be honest with you.
Yep.
And
you really
ideally, it's somebody you start working with on all your projects, because they really get to know you, your style of writing. There's a chemistry that develops. I mean, all the authors that I've worked with more than once, I mean, I've always seen that evolve. Is that yes, I tune in right away to them and their style and then their voice and that helps a lot. Yeah, especially consistency.
And definitely to go riff off of that, find somebody who's not going to try and change your voice.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. Amen. Yeah. Yeah. That's
100%.
Big one.
And then the best piece of advice I have is, other than just do it, be weird.
Don't be scared to be you.
I have no problem.
That's it. Be weird, have fun, because we're all mad here, right? There's none of us sane, or we sure the hell wouldn't be doing this.
Oh, hell no.
No.
We'd be doing something else and making a lot more money, right?
Actually making a lot more money.
Yeah.
And a lot less stress sometimes.
Don't quit the J job just because you got something published.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That comes down the road.
When you got about 10 novels that are circulating, then maybe consider it if you got a backlog and it's paying. So
that's it. That's it.
Right.
You guys are getting paid for this?
Not yet.
It's tough.
Well, we sure ain't rich, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I think I just heard my wife die in the next room. She started laughing really loud, and then it was really quiet.
I think I heard like over your phone or something like that. I just heard like a squeak.
That's awesome.
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
Well, I know we get so tickled because we we have been to book shows, and we shouldn't laugh, but years ago we've been to shows, and there was this one in particular I'm not going to name, but there was this one, and people were packing up, these newer authors, were packing up by like noon, and you should never do that. You don't leave a show early ever. And me and Steve are just sitting there. There'd only been like maybe 5 people in the door, but it was just a book event. It was just a book event. That's it, local book event.
Small one.
And so
we're
there. We're having fun. Well, we're laughing. We're having fun, talking to other authors. Hanging out, doing what we do, right? These newer authors, they were packing up, they were leaving, and Steven says they're morose, and me and him sit there, got to giggling because they just look real sad, and I'm like, honey, you're in for a rough road because It's going to be hard on you. You're going to have to man it up because it's going to be hard on you.
There was one or two that actually stopped their way out.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
They looked at us like, why are they having so much fun? Well, that's because
they looked mad that we were smiling and laughing.
Yeah, we're just having fun,
Okay, some people take it way too seriously. Don't get me wrong. Yes, we all want to sell books.
Sure.
At the same time, it's
but you gotta have fun, right?
You're at a convention. A convention in and of itself, like my buddy Dylan, who is my tag along to all conventions, he'll be coming with me to Imaginarium. He's like my hotel partner and my road DJ and all that kind of stuff. We do a bunch of crazy crap. He's not an author. He just likes chilling with interesting people and going to conventions. But he's also a rabid reader, so he'll just pop up and gravitate to where the fun's at. And it's just like, especially if you're going to be an author in this day and age, you got to get used to going to cons. You got to get used to being around people and stop trying to hawk your books.
Yeah.
It sounds counterintuitive. Stop trying to sell your books. You're going to and stop trying to talk about your damn books. It's like David, KB, and I have had this conversation. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit about it.
Don't ask. Well, now there's some people that do ask, and then you elaborate. But we literally, oh my God, it don't happen so much now. But years past, we have been set up somewhere, and people have come up and they want to give us the whole damn premise of their book. I'm not talking a synopsis. I'm talking a 15-minute rant, blocking your table. People are walking around your table, potential customers that are interested, walking around because they're blocking it, telling you 15 minutes of just everything. And it's like, oh.
Even when people ask me about my book, I was like, I wrote the damn thing, and my brain will just go, well, it's got kids and magic and monsters and stuff. I don't know. Read the damn thing.
Yeah. Here, read the synopsis. You hand it to him.
I had more people ask me when I was at the Liberty Cons before getting published. I was at room parties, and I had more people who are published authors just walk up and we'd strike up conversation. 15 minutes or more into the conversation, they're like, "Do you write?"
Yeah.
So then that's your moment to be like either yes or no.
Right.
And then you need to have a damn good reason for no. And you also need to be able to concisely translate what you're trying to say if you say yes, which might be hard if you're a little bit impaired, but oh well, it's going to be fun either way. My point is,
what you trying to say, Logan?
I'm trying to say when you're buzzed and you're trying to explain things, it makes things interesting because now it's like, oh God, I got to be serious for a moment.
Try to sober up real quick.
But it's just one of those where I say, stop talking about your damn book. It's outside of being an author, I'm a TTRPG game master. I'm technically applied game master. I've been running I've been in the hobby for 12 years now. I've ran con games for the past 3. Nobody wants to hear your story about your character. We'll talk games, but nobody wants to hear the story about the character. It's the same thing with the books. Nobody wants to talk about your books unless they ask about it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If they ask, well, then they're interested.
Yeah. Wait as a newbie. Wait for the invitation. When they give you the invitation, then kind of ease into it. Don't just be like cinder block of exposition.
Yes.
But
and don't trap somebody at their table.
Please do not do that.
Don't know. They're trying to sell books. They're not trying to listen to your story.
That's it. You send an email if you want to submit something. Send an email. Do not block somebody's table. It's rude. And it's bad business. It's frowned upon.
Yeah.
But I love your advice. You've got you've got a leg up, Logan, on most new authors. I will give it to you for that.
This is my
baby. You've done well. You've done well, Master Jedi. You have done well.
This will be my 4th year going to these conventions, and it took me 4 years for one. I'm not trying to brag about this, but it's one of those where it's like I'd done the work ahead of time, and then for the past 3 years, one of my secret weapons, and this is so funny, go with a budget and buy books.
Yeah.
Because when you're buying books from people, they're more apt to sit down and talk to you because you're handing them money and helping pay their mortgage.
Right.
But then when you start popping up time and time again, they're like, "Hey, what are you doing here other than just buying books? Do you write?"
Hey, did you trick me?
And then if you want to find a home with a certain publisher, you should know the actual books they put out.
Right.
To actually see what they do.
Logan is the first person that bought my entire trilogy.
Yeah.
He was waiting when I set up my table at LibertyCon, and I was like, "Which one you want?" He said, "All of them," and I was like, "Cool,
nice.
Thanks."
That's music to an author's ear.
I didn't have to ask. Like, which admittedly, first year at LibertyCon, I was walking up to Lydia Scherer's booth, and she had the deal going on for like these, and these, or all of it for like a really, really good deal. And she's like, "Do you need me to tell you about it?" I was like, "Oh, no, I'll take all of it." And then
she's like, "Okay."
Every author in Author Alley turned around and looked at me.
They're like, "Damn it! Why did you stop at my table?"
But then it was like the guy I was there with who's been in LibertyCon, and he's working on his own book. He's actually a really good author, really good storyteller in his own right. He was kind of introducing me to people, but Lydia looked at him, saw me, ran over and goes, "Oh, hey, Logan, I need you to meet these people," grabbed me by the arm and rushed me over these other authors. I'm like, "Oh no."
I can't buy everybody's discography. Right? I can't buy everybody's.
But my wallet's like, "What have you done?"
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it was.
But that's true. You do show an interest, and we do support each other. We want to help. You can't buy everybody's, like you said. I mean, my God, if we did, we'd be broke because we know thousands of authors, but at this point. But yeah, I mean, you got to support and help uplift, which we try to do. We put people out word of mouth. We have them on our podcast. And we try. But at Imaginarium, I don't go out and buy books off the floor because I would be massacred.
No, yeah,
I would be found in the dumpster out back somewhere because
What's funny is that first year I didn't plan accordingly. I didn't have like a bag or anything to carry them, so I just dumped them all in my car in the parking garage. I got pulled over by a state trooper on the way home that night, and he looks in my passenger side and just stares. He goes, "Do you work for a bookstore?" I said, "No," and he goes, "Dude," and he just looked down with the flashlight at the stack. I had like 12 books stacked. I was like, "Oh, I just came from a convention." He goes, "Oh."
Be like, "Would you like a book for not giving me a ticket?" Winky, winky.
Right.
Yeah.
But just that whole, "Oh." I don't know if it was the condescending, "Oh," or like the, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
He probably had no idea.
No idea.
It went right over his head.
2:00 in the morning, he's like, "Hey man, you got a headlight out. Just get home." It's like, "Oh, thanks, bye.
I'm gonna go home and read my books now. Thank you." I love it. I love it.
I've got stories because I mean, it's fresh. Like it's literally my 4th year going to this, and I just made it to the pro list for LibertyCon. So it's like, I guess out of everybody you could talk to, like it's all just new because it happened within the past year. Like I got, what was it, KB? We found out right after Liberty. Like I got the news I was getting published on Mirthquake. That was in July.
Yeah, he was live on Mirthquake, and they told him that he was getting published.
Oh my God!
And then after the show, Jesse messages me. He's like, "Oh, by the way, yours is in too." I was like, "Appreciate it. Cool, thanks."
So that Bio Bedlam came out November 4th. So we're not even November, December, January. We're in the 4th month of its release. So we're in the 4th month of me being a pro now. So it's super fresh, which means everybody's going to be coming. How'd you do it? How'd you do it? What do you know? I was like, I don't know anything.
That's why I tell everybody I'm the accidental author. I just wrote something that got somebody's attention. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Do any of us? That's what I tell everybody. I'm like, do any of us really? It's all about, if you think you have mastered your craft, then you need to get out of the business, because nobody's ever going to master the craft, because it's always evolving. It's always going to be something new, right? Language evolves as
Yep.
time goes on. Everything evolves. So yeah, we're never going to be masters. You can be, very experienced and have expertise, but if you think you're a master, get out, because we learn something new every day.
Yeah, absolutely. And be willing to change, be willing to bend and be adaptable. And you're going to go far. And don't be precious with ideas. They're stupid easy to come up on. It's just the execution that makes them good.
That's it. That's true.
That's why I have
Very
5 different books I'm working on right now, man. It's just
Yeah.
it's like, ooh, that's a cool idea, squirrel.
I've got
I'm supposed to be working on this novel.
I've got 2 novels and like 4 short stories.
Oh, I know how it is. And it's hard because, when you've got this going, that going, this going, especially in our world, we're embroiled and trying to write along with it. Yeah, it's a struggle. The struggle is definitely real.
I have one more short story that I'm going to write that it doesn't even open for submissions till sometime after summer. But I got my short story fill, and I have, my manager over there in the other room, making sure I get these next 2 novels done, because she said she has to know. And I was like, well, I'll let you know as soon as I figure out what's going to happen.
Well, you better, because you've got opportunities. You've got people knocking on the door going, gimme, gimme, gimme.
I know, man, it's intimidating. But if I was to take every opportunity right now, I would have to write 4 books before the end of the year.
And you're saying you can't? I'm just kidding.
I mean, I can. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow that might help me with that. It depends on how it goes.
Hey.
But no, I'm zeroed in on Xander's Rebirth right now, and then I have my the truth about Tuesdays and the relevance of tacos that I'm gonna work on right after that. That's like a little sci-fi comedy thing I'm doing.
Nice.
Listen, Xander's Rebirth is going to be great.
Yeah, Logan is one of the few people I let read the first part of the book, and it's gotten some really good feedback, and that's kind of what made me decide to stick with that one, because I shoot my ideas out at all my friends and family, and a couple author buddies and everything, and I had to figure out what I was focusing on. So I was like, everybody's digging this one. Let's do this one. And then today, I didn't have anything to do. I sat down. It was raining outside. Perfect writing weather. We got a tin roof, so it's great.
Oh yeah.
I'd be asleep.
And I knocked out 3,332 words, and I was like, damn it, if I would have wrote one more word, it would have been perfect.
Dang.
And
well done.
If you had
the
wrote
stuff
one
that
more
happened
word,
today,
12.
the stuff that I wrote today, I was like, yeah, this was the right choice to focus on right now. Like, this story is just like flowing out of me now. So hopefully
that's where you go.
I'll finish.
Yeah.
Like, me and Logan have a soft deadline of our birthdays this year to finish our first drafts, and they're both towards the second half of March. So we're working hard on that.
Yep.
And hopefully this one, hopefully I want to shop it around. I think I got somebody that's going to pick it up, but we'll just have to see what happens. Worst case scenario, I'll publish it myself, but I don't think it's going to come to that.
I don't think you got anything to worry about with that.
No, I don't either. So your very newest book or short story, what is it? And give us the quick elevator pitch lowdown. What's it about?
Well, the newest released one was in an anthology called Insert Coin that David Batterina edited.
Woo-hoo.
And it's about the 80s arcade scene, but it kind of had a Jumanji / Tron feel to it, where the kids get sucked into the games and all that fun stuff. So I wrote a story about these kids entering a competition about this pirate game that they really liked, and the winner of the competition got to meet the actor that was going to be playing the main character in the new movie that they were making. And it's a parody of Bruce Willis. It's hilarious, but I honestly wrote this just for fun, and I didn't think it would get picked up. But now I'm stuck trying to promote a story called Duty's Booty, and and I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. But other than that, I had the Harmony story come out in Biological Bedlam, Chaos Theory, or Chaos Theory, Biological Bedlam. I don't know. I get it backwards.
Boogological Bioloo.
Yeah, that's the next one. I'm definitely going to write something for that. I'm write Harmony Part 2, and let's see how it worked out for everybody.
Nice. So, Logan, what was
Logan,
your?
You go ahead.
What was your brand new one?
So I don't think there's going to be any short stories between now and LibertyCon. I'm working on 2 novels technically. One was announced when Stephen was doing the author introductions. I'm working on a kind of I wouldn't say a classic Appalachian folk horror, but it's leaning in that direction. It's going to be called Scratch. It is leaning on some of the things that were talked about in Deer in the Headlights, but expanding on it to an umpteenth degree. And if I do my job correctly, because there's going to be 2 point of views, there's going to be an adult point of view of this man who is basically a park ranger and is stumbling into a job opportunity in a place that still uses dial-up internet and landline connections because it's so rural they can't get anything else.
Right.
And why do they need a park ranger to just guard one specific spot? And why are there always disappearances going on there? And then his kid is having the classic, everybody's like, oh, close your curtains at night. If you hear something outside, don't pay attention to it. So you've got one side that's a little bit more of the adult, like, none of this stuff is real. This is just some type, like, there's a scientific explanation for this. And the kid is getting the whole, this might not be natural. So if I do my job right, you're going to be left wondering, was that actually supernatural or what actually happened there?
What's going on?
There might be more evil deer. I can't promise. I can't deny. And then the other one is one I've been talking with KB about. It is a story. It's kind of a fantasy I'm calling Wereworm. It started out as I was leaning more towards a YA, and I feel like it. I've actually been listening here recently to like an overview of the Michael Moorcock universe, and it hit me today. I was like, this doesn't need to be YA. This needs to be sword and sorcery fantasy.
Oh.
So I'm leaning into the idea of sword and sorcery fantasy with a main character who is basically a were-dragon.
Oh.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be intense. It's going to be fun.
That sounds like a lot of
fun. Sword and sorcery, were-dragon main character, maybe somehow loosely retelling of like Grendel and Beowulf.
Uh-huh.
That's about all I'm going to say right now.
Very cool. Stephen will enjoy that very much. He loves his sword and sorcery. Well, before we have to get off of here, where can people find you guys? Your links to get a hold of you, to look at what you've got going on, any, coming up book signings, whatever. Where can they find you all?
Well, if you go to kbcarlisle.com, it'll send you to whatever social you use that I have at the bottom. Just click on it. Facebook, X, Instagram, whatever. They're all down there. And I actually have one more announcement I wanted to make specifically on the show, because
I have been waiting for this.
This journey actually started at Imaginarium last year. I was out there, just mingling, hanging out with people, and I started talking to Jason Cordova, and he invited me to submit to a few anthologies, and I have my first Bane short story coming out this fall. It's in a book called Chaos and Consequences, and it's called When the Third Moon Rises. And it's I guess you'd say military sci-fi. It's got military in it, but the main characters are not in the military. But it's all about discovering the perils of life on a new planet, and it's got all kind of fun stuff in it. There's a scene where one of the main characters, tells that he got dishonorably discharged for super gluing his commanding officer's ass to a toilet seat.
Oh,
and but it's like I said, that's coming out this fall, and if you keep up with me on any of the socials, as soon as I have more information, I will share it. But that contract actually got signed just 2 days ago.
Well, congrats.
I got the email while I was sitting at my wife's job in the parking lot, during an ice storm.
Nice.
We were both having just a terrible freaking day up there. And then email comes through, and I was like, you know what? I hate that work's being hard on you, but it's hard for me to be sad right now.
Yeah. He's like, can I call you? I was like, dude, I'm about to get off work. Hold on.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations, KB.
And then other than that, as soon as I finish it, I'll have Xander's Rebirth coming soon. And that is book 1 of a series that I'm calling the Acoan Chronicles. And I'm going to attempt to make that an ongoing series because, like I said, it's just the story's unfolding, the characters are coming to life, and it's just pouring out of me. So that's going to be, it's been really fun writing it, so I know it's going to be really fun to read it. But
nice.
I will keep you guys updated on that as well.
Yes, please do. Please do.
As far as me, I am on Facebook, I'm on X, I'm on Substack. Follow me on Substack. I write interesting things that are probably going to start a mosh pit at some point. I think one of the last things I posted was it's time to move on from Tolkien. And,
oh yeah,
I seen that. I did look at your site, and I was like, Steven's going to be like, talk now. Wait a minute.
It's worth a read, and it's definitely if it makes you feel strongly and makes your blood pressure spike a little bit, definitely read it before you make a judgment call. But yeah, you can find me on Facebook, X, Substack. I have an Amazon page. I will be making appearances at LibertyCon this year, which I think that's sold out. So if you didn't get a ticket, I'm sorry. And just announced tonight, I'll be at Imaginarium this year as well.
Yes,
lots of scoops.
We're excited.
That's awesome.
Hey, you remember how you said you were going to make an event out of my arrival? I'll make sure that Logan and his buddy come with us on the bus.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. If something happens monetarily and I can do it, I was telling KB, I want to get one of those old 80s vans with like the fantasy murals and trick it out to be like the con wagon.
Yes.
Like
we have told people this. We've got writers groups that come in from all these other states away, and I'm like, rent a party bus, man.
Yep.
Party all the way in, and when you arrive, be like, woo, I'm here.
The Iowa writers group, I think, is going to do it. I think they're looking at doing it.
I think I've talked them into it. I think I actually have talked the Lemurs into doing this.
Nice.
So. Well, if you get the van, Logan, that means I only have to drive to Cleveland. I don't have to drive all the way to Louisville. So let's get on that.
The problem's going to be finding one and then modernizing it to where it doesn't doesn't look like a pedo is driving the van, and B,
do not paint the windows black. Do not paint the windows black.
Just my ass rolls up and is like, "Hey, ladies,
you want to buy a book?
You want to buy a book?
Oh my god."
Do you like to read?
That's
I got
the new
some
way to
books.
just capture people. I got books back here. Fuck candy.
That's it. That's what I said. Instead of candy, and be like, hey, I got some books back here. You like to read?
Makes me think of that dude from the Hercules. It's, hey kid, you want to buy a sundial?
You want to buy a bookmark? Come on.
I got some bookmarks back here.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord. I can already tell
Somebody
you.
just killed Jody.
See, great stories invent out of the podcast. We also have people like, oh, now I've got an idea.
Oh God!
I
Listen,
got an idea.
I can already tell you, Imaginarium's going to be a hoot
Oh,
this
yeah.
year.
Yeah,
That. Yeah.
it definitely is.
Yeah, year 13.
We have a lot of fun.
It is.
Year
Yeah.
13. Oh, that's even better. It's such a good number. I'm going to
And
cause so much trouble.
13, right? And my birthday is next Friday, the 13th.
Hey,
Nice.
listen, I'm not celebrating Valentine's Day at all. A, I'm single. But B, it's just But Friday the 13th, yes.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
celebrating that.
That's my
Yeah,
birthday.
Logan.
So drink one for
Logan,
me.
every year,
You got it.
Stephen gets the whammy.
Logan, every year I'm screwed because not only do I have her birthday, we have our anniversary on the same day, and then we also have Valentine's Day the next day. So I get hit
3 different things.
Brother.
Yeah, it's trifecta.
Wow.
Yep. Trifecta. But like I told him, he gets it over with all at one fell swoop. He's good till December.
Listen, my birthday is the day before St. Patrick's Day, so you tell me.
I had a granddaughter born on St. Patrick's Day.
I say my birthday is shortly after everybody recovers from St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, a vamp chat with Dan and Eva. She says it's Holly Week. Yes, it is. Starting Monday.
Holidays. Yep.
It's the holidays.
What do you mean there's no recovering from St. Patrick's Day, KB?
Well, that's true. There's really not.
I'm usually the designated driver, so you know.
It's on a Monday, I think, this year, which is just sad. No, it's on a Tuesday. It's even worse.
Oh man.
Oh,
that is. Well, you guys have been fantastic. Yep. And is there anything that we did not cover that you want to cover before we get off of here?
Anything? We do our job.
I don't know. We've talked about so much stuff, man. I don't even know.
We did.
Well, it's good to have you
back. Just about to say, only thing I want to say is don't count me out for Imaginarium this year. It's been a bad year. I'm waiting on tax check to come back. I'm getting my tickets for all my people.
Yeah.
plan on me being there.
We got you.
If I show up and you don't, I'm going to steal all your fans.
We'll have all 4 of them, sir. I'm sorry.
But if I show up to Louisville, Kentucky, like Dylan and I show up and you're not there, I'm going to be very upset with you.
Oh man, I'm going to be up there Thursday night, so
that's my plan too.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, we will be there. Like, when do we get there? Wednesday? Yeah, so we'll be there.
We'll definitely be there.
Yeah, I mean, depending on traffic, I might get there Thursday around lunch. But last year, 40 was kind of washed out, so it took us a while.
Well, let's hope for better weather, right? No rain this year. Books and rain don't mix. We want to shoo the rain away. I'm going to light some candles.
No weird airline glitches, so half the people don't show up on time.
Right.
That was awkward.
Oh, that was awful 2 years ago.
The only thing
we had sponsors. We had sponsors that didn't get in because of the whole computer systems went down for the airlines and whatnot, and it was a nightmare.
The only thing I'm concerned about is I think it's going to be the same weekend that the tickets for LibertyCon and 2027 go on sale.
Oh, yeah. Man, they do. Like, I was sitting at a panel last year. I had to pull my phone out and buy my LibertyCon tickets while I was trying to answer questions. and then, like, halfway through everybody else's answers, I was like, I don't think I understood the question. And then they're like, you gave a great answer. And I was like, oh, cool. All right.
Maybe I can talk to the powers that be and be like, hey, would you please not release the LibertyCon tickets until that Monday? Because there's people on panels that are frantic because they're trying to order tickets to LibertyCon and they lose their thoughts.
Hey, listen.
It's a race.
I've walked out of my job and told my boss, like, I'm taking a break. I'll be back just to make sure I secured hotel rooms and tickets for LibertyCon and Imaginarium like 3 years in a row now. I give them advance warning, like, all right, 10 o'clock, the hotel block opens. I'm walking out that door. I don't care how busy we are, and I'll be back once I'm done. And they never seem to argue because they've heard the stories. I've left jobs because, matter of fact, I quit a job my first year at Imaginarium because
Oh,
at first they approved my time off, and then the week before they were like, "Oh well, somebody quit. We can't give you your vacation." And I was like, "I'm taking my vacation, and if you decide to not let me come back when I get back from Kentucky, that's on you."
Yeah.
oh.
And
Well,
they were begging me to come back because I told them, I was like, I don't play. I do 2 conventions a year, and if y'all can't handle 2 weekends a year for me, then I'm not going to work here.
well, I'm
Yeah, I'm
honored,
honored.
blushing.
Wow.
Wow. Dang. Thank you.
I told
Well,
my
you would be sorely missed, I'm telling
Yes,
you,
this
because
point. Yeah.
everybody adores
Yeah.
you.
Oh
yeah.
man, it would take a lot for me to miss Imaginarium. I mean, it would take literally like breaking down with no way to get there on the way to it or something for me to miss
Listen,
Imaginarium.
all
And
you gotta
we would send help.
Yeah.
all you gotta do is
I
get
know
to
you would.
Tennessee. All you
Yeah,
gotta do is get to
Yeah.
Tennessee, and then I'll
that's
pick
it.
you up on the way.
Logan can get you from Tennessee to
I'll tell you
Kentucky.
what, this driving from my new house adds 2.5 hours to my trip because I moved from Spartanburg, South Carolina, to the other side. I live in between Lexington and Orangeburg now, and that drive last year, right after that big storm, it was it was rough, but we made it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Freaking car overheating on the way home. I was like, I
Oh
don't
my
care.
God.
You got us to Imaginarium. We'll find a way back.
We got there. That was the main thing. We'll climb back.
Right.
Oh man.
That's awesome. All right. Well, Logan, I will be watching out for your guest app, and KB, I know yours will be coming in.
Oh yeah.
All your stuff will be coming in. But yeah, you guys have been awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Oh, it's always a
Yeah, we're
pleasure.
gonna have you. We definitely have to have you both
And
on again because you two together is great.
Oh
oh
yeah,
Like
man.
gosh, you guys are
each
such
They
a great
started calling us the
tandem.
Bandana Brothers at Liberty
Yeah.
Con
oh yeah,
because they
yeah.
passed out those '80s bandanas and we wore them all weekend.
I'm
So,
bringing mine.
Nice.
I was about to say mine hangs from the mirror of my car. That way I could wear it wherever I want to.
Yeah, KB's like, hey, you're gonna be on. I was like, they're putting us both on. He's like, yeah. He's like, they have no idea what they're in for.
That's what KB told me. Yeah, he said you have no idea what you're in for.
Like,
It was a
yeah,
good time though,
Yes,
wasn't it?
yeah. This has been a blast. It's been a pleasure meeting the two of you, and I'm looking forward to more of it.
absolutely. You got it. And well,
Thank
thank
you.
you. And yeah, go ahead, Holly. We'll let you wrap it up here.
I do want to give a shout out to a LinkedIn gentleman that I met today. Well, I met the other day, but I've been talking to Eric. But I'm gonna butcher your last name, and you can give me hell later. But Vogue, Vogue. I'm not going. I'm butchering it. It's Foge. Great author, new
Yeah.
Vogue. There he is. I've talked to him on the phone today, but he's going to be a guest coming up in April. Logan, KB, yeah, talk him into. We're trying to get him to Imaginarium.
Right.
Oh
We
yeah,
need to
you
get him
definitely got
there.
to
Do it.
come.
Great. Yeah.
Hey, if I'm coming, you should
Yes.
come too.
There you go, Eric. There you go.
You will
Solved.
remember most of it.
Not if I can help it.
Yeah.
That's why you bring a
Hey,
notepad and pen, and you take a lot of notes during the day.
listen, I guarantee you Logan's going to have me at karaoke this year. I missed it last year, but
Listen,
Oh, you got to come to
Yeah, that's
karaoke.
fun. Yeah.
well, I got
no,
trapped in a corner by a couple people having conversations, and then I heard people belting '90s songs, and I was like, "Crap, I'm missing it." And I was trying to, politely get out of it, and I was like, "No, no, I'm
yeah,
done. I'm
you're
sorry."
doomed.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. It was. We had so much fun. Karaoke's always a
Yeah.
blast.
I think I can still get in on like the actual host hotel. The rooms are still super cheap. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was telling my buddy, I was like, let's do it. I'll know for certain. He's like, just let me know. It's like, it
Oh
shouldn't be
yeah.
that bad. So
you can still get in.
Yeah, it will
instead of
fill up,
having to
though,
like,
when it's by spring. But yeah,
It will, and then we have to squeeze them to try to find us a few more rooms. But yeah, you're safe right now. But yeah,
I'll be getting in before the month is out, so I'm not.
oh, well, you're good.
You'll be good then. Yeah,
You're good.
That way, I can just stumble to my room instead of having to actually maintain some level of consciousness.
Yeah, no, it's better to just be where you, because literally the whole downstairs, the whole hotel is ours, and then all you have to do is get on an elevator, go up to your room floor, which there's 7 floors, go up and crawl to your room if you have to.
yeah, yep.
Yeah,
I almost did that last year.
Oh no!
I went to my room, but I was not on the right floor.
Oh, well, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
All right, let's stop this Southern goodbye and let them get off here. It is kind of late.
Oh God, yeah, I got to be up at 5 a.m.
Oh dear.
So.
Oh, geez. Well, we've had a blast. You two are great.
Yeah.
And we will stay in touch, Logan.
Yeah.
And of course, you stay in touch, KB.
We're
Oh,
on.
you know I will.
I know Steven and I are on social media now, so
We are
we're
correct.
definitely
Hell
going to
yeah.
stay in touch.
Give us
And when I
updates.
don't
Let us
hear
know
from
what's
KB
going on.
for a little bit, he knows I check back in with him. So
Yeah, I get
we
lost
gotta
in
know what's
writing,
going
and
on.
Steven messages me. He's like, "Are you alive?" Yes, I lost track of time.
I'm writing. I'm in a book.
I'm
I'm not in the
terrible
real
at social
world.
media. Like,
all right.
I try, but I'm terrible.
An author's
Yes.
life, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. It's been great. You've been
Thank
great,
you.
great guest, and we've had a blast. And we will be chatting with you soon.
Oh yeah, and
Sounds
we
good.
will see you guys this
You got
summer.
Not
Hell
if
yeah.
I see you
Looking
first.
forward to it.
Well, good night, guys.
Good night.
And the rest of the listener world out there. Join us next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. Another great guest, another great chat for the rest of the week. Be creative. Good night, all.